Hi. Well, we're here. We're late, but we're here. God, we gotta, it's only been like 2 weeks. I already forget how, like, exhausted I am from boxing. Oh. Oh. Forgot my water. Oh, okay. We'll get this all up first. Hi. Hello. I'm on. All right, we're all good. I'm gonna grab my water. What in it? Okay, right. Fuck. I'm gonna take this out so you don't hear the crinkly bag sound. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 I don't know why I'm still making that sound. I could finish my mouth with it. Okay. We're just gonna come through here. We're gonna pick up the trailer. And I'm assuming. Actually, I thought we take it out the top, but it really doesn't matter, right? I think we might take it around this way. Although there is a big. The difficulty here is the corner, right? The difficulty this way is big mud pots. We might actually go this way. Mm-hmm. You know what we might do before we leave this place? Because we're going to do the contest, but we might actually sell all the trailers too. I mean, everything that's not... Because I don't think we've got a low saddle. I think we've got a truck with a low saddle in here. All the semis we probably won't be able to do. But everything else we should be able to sell. Means the only thing we'll need to do, because that means we'll just have to drive one truck in here with a low saddle. Sell whatever trailers are left at the end. I think there are quite a lot of trailers here. Not quite a lot, but like, you know, not nothing. You know, this probably needs to be a little bit closer too. But we are very close to being done, which is exciting. Right, okay. What if we can, because we've tried going around this a little bit. Well, if what I'm going right up helps, it does not. Okay. That didn't help at all. When do you reckon we can get it? Now? Surely. Yeah, there we go. Once it's too late to be of any effect. What a... So I think we just turn right at the next turn. Oh, wait, hang on. Have we done this wrong? We've done this wrong. Jesus Christ. Okay. We were right here too. Oh my God. Okay. Should have filled up with petrol while we were here as well. It was a bit doom. There actually aren't that many trailers here, huh? Because we're going to bring that one in. That's a semi. That's a sideboard, and that's a semi. Oh, this is literally, this is the only one we've got to return. Okay. You know what? I've had a break. Also, I read somewhere yesterday that there's a way to turn the engine off without this menu. So let's give it a little try. Apparently it's L1 X. Wow. Nice. But we do need to move this out of the way. So which way are we going to be coming with this? Yeah, we just need to move it past. Yeah. Just park it off to the side. That's so much easier to turn off. So the brainwave I have, let's give this a try. It's up here. It's full of petrol. We'll see how it goes. If it just can't do it, you know, it can't do it. But it's got all-wheel drive and diff lock, so it can't be that bad. I wonder what tires it has on it. It's probably not going to tell us, huh? I mean, if it's a military truck, it can't have... You would assume it doesn't have highway tires on it, right? This might be a good little opportunity to see how well it goes. The only problem is it's only got 200 litres, but got a very small fuel tank like the other MK38, but... It's got no high gear either. So it's just got the standard gearbox. But it's got low, so that's... matters. So I'm gonna go right. I feel like Pedro Bay is probably the map out of all four of them that I know the least. I know them all kind of well now, like I kind of know where I'm going. I'd say Pedro Bay is the one I know the least well. In this contest, what do you reckon? Can we just do this while we're here? Deliver to the boat station. Maybe we should just do this while we're here. Maximum 50 damage allowed. I mean, I think we actually go into this car, right? So maybe we'll just do it while we're here. So we don't have to drive back. So do we change into this car? How are we supposed to drive this? Cancel. Anyway, we need to Google this. What's it called? Snow runner. Weather condition. It's not there. We have to... okay. So we just have to tow it without doing any damage to it. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, that answers that. That means, yeah, I was kind of assuming you would have to get in the car and drive it there, because that's kind of how it's worded, but we just have to tow it there. Okay. But I assume we'll be going the same route, right? Okay. I mean, I guess this will be a good opportunity to choose, to see, like, if this truck can do this route with this trailer, like if it does it well, we can come back and use this one. And if it's not, come back with the other fucker. Assuming this can take trailers, right? We probably should track it. But this seems to be doing okay. Like, it literally hasn't gotten even remotely stuck on anything yet, so... I feel like 50 damage is a lot, too. You could probably do that at decent speed. I mean, if we were really, like, crazy about it, we could just accept it. We could accept it now and just tow it behind this trailer. That's pretty, it's pretty over the top. Even if you skip out a little bit early on that thing, it like tries to drag you in. That corner has like its own tractor beam. We probably should have timed this right. I mean, I assume the route we're taking here is the one you have to do it, because, like, how else are you going to do it? No other... Like, this is by far the quickest route to do this, so it must be this way you're supposed to do it. I mean, I can't... Other than if you screw that angled corner up, I suppose you could probably do some damage going over the river too. We're gonna have to steal some petrol from... If we're gonna use this one, which... Oh, it's doing an okay job. We're gonna have to steal some petrol from the Caterpillar. 681. I mean, you'd think winching a scout through this would be easier than pulling a big trailer too. You'd think. So it's kind of that big corner we went around before we got to the river, and I reckon this is the thing that's going to slow us down too. Especially because we can't use the winch. This is going to be tough. I wonder how much this trailer is making a difference. I like my little beanie too. I don't know whether you can see it. It's got a cool little beanie on. At least look at it. I didn't know. I only just noticed too. This thing has 5 gears, which is interesting. What do we reckon? Caterpillar or this? You're a godsend, man. I know it might sound sentimental, but a lot of this stuff is really important to him. Even if it's just furniture, thanks a lot for your help. Oh, good. What do we reckon? 7 minutes. it's like, this is the issue. This is the issue. But the rest of it, it does okay. Let's try it with this one. So we'll steal some petrol. Let's go fast and high. I mean, my question is, should we use this truck, the MK38, or should we use the... Because it's got no... I don't know what tires are on this, right? It's got all drive. It's got diff lock. I don't know what the tires are like. And it did not go through the mud very well. Whereas should we use the Caterpillar for this contest? But welcome, Pharaoh. Welcome back. Nice and early for you. Yeah, but I don't like the reason I'm doing this is so I don't have to come back in here. You know what I mean? We've done everything. And if we do this contest and we sell this trailer, we can just like move all the trucks out and we don't need to come back. So it's actually early, 8 a.m. Yeah, nice. For a 10:30 riser. I reckon this will do it because we're just pulling a Jeep, right? And I'm assuming we can turn the engine on the Jeep, so it'll be easy to get through this mud pit. This mud pit. And if it doesn't work, we can just come back. We can use the other one. So let's steal some petrol. So I reckon yeah, 60 liters will be enough for that Caterpillar to get up and refuel at one of the trailers. So if we fail with this one, we'll just use the Caterpillar, go refuel, try it again. I mean, the fact is, I'm also thinking that we'll do all the contests, and if we don't gold them all, I'll just come back in my own time and get gold. I feel like, depending on how hard they are, trying to get gold on them all now is probably not the most entertaining thing to do. Although it's a little bit entertaining because they're rushing, they race against the clock. You know, it's going to cause accidents. Kind of wish there was a better way to go through this. Doesn't really look like there is. Kind of just all looks bad. It's all bad, man. It's all bad. Come on. I suppose the other downside is this probably has just like the stock winch on it too. Which is not that much of a downside considering we're just going to be winching the Scout most of the way. But like, if we ever need to detach and like bunny hop out of something a bit rough, it's going to limit our ability a little bit. I think we're all good. I think we'll be all right. But yeah, we started a little bit late today because I was just exhausted. Is there an easier way to get through here? If we cut the corner a little bit, it looks like that might be a bit easier. Yes, we won't have quite the time we had yesterday, but I'm still pretty confident we can finish Alaska today. There's only 3 more tasks in White Valley to do, and then we've got to do all the contests, and then we've got to sell all the trailers. But the trailers, like, selling all the trailers will take, like, 30 minutes, maybe. That's mostly how quickly we can get through all the contests, which is making me think, you know, we don't need to gold them all. Just do them once each, right? A little bit of Spider-Man action there. Alright, well, we're not even close to using half the petrol here, so petrol shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so we've got to be able to accept this task inside the box. We need to orient ourselves in a way where we can just drive out and immediately winch. Tokyo Drift without the chains? Yeah, it is. It's like the downside, right? Because the chain tires are not good at anything off the asphalt road. And so, in order to do anything that's not on the road, you've just got to be actually terrible at the asphalt parts of the road. So, it is what it is. Okay. 7 minutes. Good start. Great start. Turn on engine. Oh, there is a little damage meter at the top. That's pretty helpful. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, so really how stuck we are around that first sweeping corner, which we kind of got through coming back pretty easily, and it's getting through that mud pit. And, you know, whether we just Tokyo Drift completely off the road at one point, which is also very possible. What you're telling me that we should cut across this corner. I'd call that moderately successful. This guy is just bouncing along behind us. Like Woody in Toy Story off the back of the truck, just dangling. So basically we've got like 4 minutes to get through this. And this is the challenge, basically. I reckon this will take us like another minute, maybe? Max? And I guess it depends on whether we did more than 50 damage going over that river. I think we did, but I saw 26 and I saw a couple of ones. I guess we'll see. I mean, I feel like if we had done more than 50 damage, it probably would have failed us already, right? Alright. Nicely done. The vehicle's in place and everything inside seems reoperating as expected, which is a surprise considering, oof. Keep up the good work. Cool. Done. So, we are done here. All we need to do is sell this trailer. And then we can recover literally all 3 trucks here, because none of these are low saddles, so we're gonna have to drive in a low saddle to sell these petrol trailers anyway, but we can do that later. Now we don't want this one. Let's go you. You know what we might do, let's refuel. Let's cannibalize some petrol. Yeah, I don't think, and selling this trailer won't take very long either. It just occurred to me that I'm assuming you can't pull a semi-trailer without a low saddle. I guess it might be possible to pull it on a winch, but like considering they're sitting on front feet, I really don't think that's a good idea. Like it might be possible to pull a semi-trailer without a low saddle, but probably not a good idea. But it has occurred to me that that is an option. I feel like it's probably just easier to drive in here with a low saddle truck. Alright, so let's just go through here. I mean, this is how we stumbled across that upgrade, and that went pretty well too, so I assume this is probably a good way to go. I was too shocked by the fact that we just randomly came across an upgrade to be like properly analyzing whether it's a good route to take. But considering you didn't have any issues, I guess it must be. Yeah. We drove past this with a scout and just completely missed this upgrade. Hello. Hi. Hey. What have you? Congratulations. The weekend. Wahoo. There's celebrations going on in the lounge room. I can hear a lot of weeing. Not like weeing, but like weeing. So hopefully none of the contests are like too difficult. Hopefully we can just gold star them like first go, which would be nice. Then we don't have to come back and do it. But I think we'll just give them one attempt each. And then we'll sell trailers and then we'll go to the next map. I think this is the end of this thing, right? We're almost at the trailer road. Yeah. I do remember this bit. Although I do know there's a task in White Valley that there's a truck at the bottom of a river and I'm like already weighing up in my head like because we're gonna need a big truck to get out of there to get it out. All right. Get all the trucks out of here. Let's see what upgrades we've got for this. Better, yeah. S plus and better fuel consumption. Yes, please. Sell that. We want off-road gearbox. Raised suspension. So what do we got on? Ankos. These any good? Let's check the handy spreadsheet. Anko 1's 3, 1.7. Whereas UOD 2s are 3, 2.9. Ah, so they're slightly better. UOD 2s are slightly better. Okay. And we can get bigger. Oh, there's a... Okay. Still slightly better. Advanced. Medium. Always need a spare wheel. This one looks the coolest. Cool. We didn't really need to do that because still gotta rescue the other cars too. Honestly, I think we might sell this Royal too. It's just not a good truck. Well, that's my opinion, is it's not a good truck. We might just legitimately just sell this. Do not like it. Wait, we need to sell all the good shit on it first. Still got the crappy highway tires on it. There is it. How do you sell a truck? Ah, you put it in storage and then you sell it. Okay. 122,000. Holy shit. Okay. retain that because it looks like it's basically just a log truck. So we are now here. Out of fuel, which is restore fuel, which we can do pretty easily. Let's do that first then. Deliver it. Okay. So what we might do need someone who can put the oh yeah, this is it. Yep. That's exactly what we want. Yeah, I love that. I love this truck so much. I just wish it had a bigger fuel tank, you know? But then if it had a bigger fuel tank, it would just be too good. So we need to go down this one. Oh, wow, I didn't know you could do this. Things you learn, huh? The only issue is I need to give it 80 liters of fuel. And I'm concerned that 120 liters is not going to be enough to get this in and drag it back out. But we're here now, so we're going to find out. Let's try and not tip this truck over too. I love how this thing is like an absolute beast of a truck, and like its default just makes it look like a school bus. it just kind of looks like it's a school bus. Funny, just funny to me. Really probably should have bought a trailer that has fuel and repair, because like we only need like 150 odd repair points. This hot, like massive van body might have been a little overkill, you know. I'm also wondering if, like, maybe we should drive it out and then, you know, there's petrol here for the truck. And it's got to be less dangerous than going back out this way. So we might actually just drive out the other way. Tell you what, I'm clearly feeling in a dangerous mood because some of this driving is precarious at best. I think 80 liters should be enough to get out of here. feel like hardest part about this side is like getting up this hill, but I really think this Ank will have no issues getting up this hill, you know. Other than the roll factor. If we be even remotely deliberate about this, I think we should be okay. Yeah. All right, now we've just got to knock Disney on Ice off the road. Shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I say that. I can already feel like this truck just completely losing traction. Yeah, so we've got like 2.5 hours till 7 o'clock. I'm pretty confident we should be able to finish this map in that time. I mean, you know, I've made worse predictions before. That's my goal. We should probably say I think we should. That's the goal, is to finish everything. Oh, Derry Longhorn. I wonder if we get that. Man, you have no idea how glad I am to see you. It gets real cold here, even indoors, and I'll be sitting here for quite a while before you showed up. Thanks again. No worries. Do we get this truck? Because that's the truck everyone talks about. We get it. Nice. I think everyone is like obsessed with this truck, so... Well, nice to see what all the hype is about. So we'll do this one first. And we'll just use the caterpillar for that, I think. That's what we're gonna do while we're here. We're going to arrest and bring in this trailer to the station. You have the right to remain a trailer. Everyone just ignore the last 30 seconds. Thank you. We have to drag the Derry Longhorn to the parking. Okay. So we'll go there with the caterpillar, I reckon. Actually, you know what? We haven't used the Western Star for a while. Let's bring that one out. I like that truck. This is also not where we sell this trailer. where's our boy? It's just sitting here. Okay. Customize. Oh, I've already got the best engine in there. Look at that. Good. All what we need. Flatbed. I just love this truck. Like, it's just never really let me down, you know? Big fan. So I think what we'll do, we'll drive up here, pick these two up first, and then drop them off. Like, instead of us taking a whole ass trailer in there, right? Just for one. Especially given how, like, dodgy AF this part of the road is. Just drive the two, come back, quickly get it, and put it in. And then we can just, like... what am I looking for? Recover from here. Tracking that before it becomes a quote-unquote problem. And then we can take our time while we're doing this to think about how we're going to get that Derry Longhorn out of that river. Now, my first thought would be we'll just go in there with the P16, but like, my understanding is that the P16 is not good at going up hills, and we have to drag it up an god almighty big hill. So I'm wondering if we should just go in there with like the Ankh. Because I think all of the other like front trucks we use, the Western Star, the Caterpillars, feel like we need a stronger truck than that. I don't know. Yeah, if we didn't have to pull it up such like a massive hill. I mean, I guess we can try, like, we're on the way back, right? Where is it? It's here. So once we've done this one, we have this truck here. I guess we can try and see if it can do it. And if it can't, just recover it and come back with a better, quote unquote, better truck. But the Western Star might be able to do it. Possibly. Normally I would just default be like, this is a job for the P16, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, we're obviously not going to go through this way, so See if we can pick it up from the bridge. Be a little cheeky for the first one. Might be a big swing, but I reckon that'll reach from there. It's a nice stable position for us. Yeah. Let's just hope this doesn't flip us off the bridge. Lift. Perfect. Alright, that'll fly with me. That'll do. Restore pack. And I feel like for the next one, we're just going to try and have to do it on the riverbed, because that's the only, like, stable ground we're going to get, I think. And hopefully the crane can reach it from there. That's a bit far, isn't it? Okay. Try. And being the dead of night really isn't helping here either. Try doing this. It should work. Door back. Oops. The amount of times I drive off in this game in reverse is embarrassingly high. Gonna be honest. It's pretty bad. It hasn't cost me yet, but I'm waiting for it to really cost me. Okay, so really the only difficult part of this mission is making sure we don't flip here. Because this bit is some good old-fashioned shenaniganry. Let's maybe make this a bit slower. Try and ride these angles a little bit. Yeah. Oh, okay. Do we can put this on top? I don't know how far we can drive with this on top. Because I'm assuming you can't repack this and it will just pack down. Probably should try and line this up a little bit. This is going to be free floating on top. No, we don't want that. Okay. Probably should have put the anchors on, huh? Alright, so we're just driving it around with it just free on top. See how far we can get without it falling off. Restore. Okay. Try and go at least a little bit nice and slow here. A little bit of movement. It's clinging on. Clinging on for dear life. Right. I can't believe that worked. Very good. Very good. So what we'll do is we will activate. I always put the VM crane on top to hold it down. How can you do that, can you? So if you like do that, it like holds it still. Interesting. So cargo management, 1, 2, and now I know, right? And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. Put that down. Store crane, pack cargo, cargo management. Bam. This season's been really good to us so far, all things considered. So this little mix-up with the bricks shouldn't be much of a setback. Thanks for your help. All good, man. All good. Alright, let's see if we can get this dairy out with just a regular old truck. How can we mob? Wow. I'm 50% confident this truck can get that out. It's really a bit of a coin flip. It might not be able to, but I've seen it do crazy as shit. So. And then all the tasks. Wait, hang on. Tasks. Mission's finished. So. I wonder if that includes contests, because I know there's at least 5 in Northport. I'm pretty sure there's a couple here and a couple in Mountain River. So there might be 9 more contests. I assume that counts. So I really doubt there's still 10 tasks I haven't found somewhere. But it'll be good for me to unlock this dairy just in time for me to go to a somewhat harder map. I didn't even realize that this was the truck that we could have had the whole time, but you know, whatever. Alaska hasn't been that hard. It hasn't neat like the truck. Sorry, like hard is a relative term, right? It hasn't. The trucks that I have been adequate to do this map. So it's not like at any point I was like, God, I wish I had a more powerful truck. Like, they're all good enough. Cola Russia is fun. I hated it at first. Yeah, I think it's probably just, you know, it's understanding the characteristics of each map. Like, when I first started Alaska, I was like, oh, this snow is rough. Like, when you first start scouting around with a scout and you're going in the deep snow, and I was like, ugh, I don't know. I can see why people don't like it. But once you kind of understand the characteristics of each map, I feel like it gets much better. Now I kind of found the way. It's a nice one, but difficult compared to Alaska. Nice challenge, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Once you're... Because I don't know where Cola is in terms of the DLC, but like... You know, I've probably put like 60 to 80 hours in this game. I imagine once you've put 500 hours into this game, like... If you got a map like Michigan when you've played this game for 500 hours, you'd be like, well, this is just boring, right? So, like, it's good to have... Once you're that good at a game, you need the difficulty to be ramping with your skill level. So it's probably good that it's a nice challenge that deep into the game because, you know, it's got to be challenging. Otherwise, it's just going to be boring. Because, you know, like... I'm getting better at this game. I'm certainly much better at it than when I first started, but I imagine by the time I finish all of it, I'm going to be like what I am now compared to what I'll be like when I finish all of it will be incomparable. Did help someone last night with Michigan. Felt nice to be unfamiliar. Yeah, that's my only downside to this game. Well, it's probably a little bit... It brought on myself by the way that I'm playing it, but I kind of wish there was an excuse to go back to old maps. Because, like, the way that I'm doing it is I'm clearing them all out completely first before I move on. Which is, you know, the fact that there's nothing to go back for is probably a little bit my fault. But I kind of wish that... Like, I kind of wish some of the main missions were locked behind... Like, obviously not all of them, because that would be... excessive, but I kind of wish some of the main missions were locked behind doing things in further maps, you know, so you had an excuse to go back. So like once this pipeline was fixed in Alaska, you could go back to Michigan and there's like a new fuel mission at the port, but we can help others there. That is probably true. I reckon at some point I'm going to start a co-op game to play with people, just to like start again and yeah, helping people. So the real question is, I think I already know the answer to this, but this community is bigger than you think. Just have no idea where to find them. Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, Twitch is usually a pretty good way of finding people, but like, yeah, finding people to help would be, because I assume there's like no quote unquote matchmaking in this game. You know, like there's not a way that within the mechanism of this game you can find people to play with. So, do we take this out via the hill or do we take this out via the river? And matchmaking. Well, that's what I mean, because it's not competitive multiplayer, so it wouldn't be called matchmaking, but like, you know, if there was a way to advertise your games internally. So just looking at this river. That's quite a steep hill, but it is arguably a road. Whereas this hill might be quite chargeable. Lobbyless room would have been nice, yeah. Yeah, otherwise you just got to find people through, yeah, I don't know, like friend code. You just got to make friends, I suppose. All right, let's try this. Let's just try and bring it up the hill. We've got diff lock, we've got low gears. I'm assuming we can turn its engine on so it'll do some work. At least its own work. And this is a steep as fuck hill. Christ. And still no chains. I'm on team no chains. It's just me on the team, but I'm the captain. So, it's a pretty cool team. Okay. I kind of wish this was facing the other way. It wouldn't make sense in terms of the story here, but... Alright, let's... God, we can't even... I say me, myself, and I, then yes, you guys are good trio and D. Yep. I wonder if maybe you'll have to do it a little bit of a bunny hop. I mean, that thing's just genuinely stuck in the river. It's coming. It's almost like it's got its like park brake on or something. Like, its wheels aren't moving at all. Maybe in winch mode, there is no reverse. Actually, you know what it is? You know what it is? I reckon, because there definitely is reverse mode, because we were trying to get that caterpillar out of the forest last night, and it was reversing when we were reversing. You know what I reckon it is? I reckon it mimics the gear that you're in. So we're trying to go forward, and it's trying to go forward. So we need to try and turn this around. First off, let's turn it off. Can you really use the crane for that truck and then try and... You can do that. I guess the problem is with that is that you can't... You can't use the engine though, right? Oops. Although at this rate, this truck's going to run out of petrol before we get this thing out. But you do make a good point. We might be able to turn this truck around a bit with this crane. Or we'll just flip this truck over instead. Cool. Awesome. Okay, let's not do that again. That's some progress. Really struggling to get some winch attach points here. There we go. Okay, we're facing the right way now. And probably turn this engine on. Probably turn diff lock on. We might have to bunny hop up this hill a little bit. I'm very surprised that reaches, but we are not going to look a gift horse in the eye. Okay. Apparently it's showing up, but it's not letting us do it. We might have to go back just a smidge. Yeah, I'm very surprised too. It's still not letting us. It's showing up, but it's not letting us do it. Would have really liked to have been like on this crest a little bit more, but really is not cooperating. There we go. I reckon it's stuck on that rock. Yeah, that is a good point. We might... Oh, what? Getting real low on petrol too. Alright, we've gotten a decent amount far forward though, so we might be able to get up here. I'm really surprised it won't let me attach there. It's annoying. Or do you reckon it's because it's having to go through some dirt that won't let you do it? Yeah, I just don't think this truck is going to have the guts to do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can try that. Let's try that. Not enough of an angle. Problem is I don't know if that will reach. I mean, we're going to have to run it. We're going to run out of petrol soon anyway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, this has put us behind schedule a little bit, but I feel like this is worth it. A good problem-solving session. I love it. That's why these are the most fun part of the game. Like, working out how you're going to do this shit. Where's Stallone when you might need him? Yeah, 100%, right? We are most definitely going to run out of petrol before, at the very least, before we get this back, right? So I reckon it's stuck. I reckon it's stuck on that log. Such a dumb thing for it to be stuck on, but... I reckon if we come back with like the MK38 now. Oh yeah. She's cooked, mate. She is cooked. So let's take that off. Which is disappointing. I feel like if we had enough petrol, we probably could have gotten that out, you know? I feel like the game won. I don't like letting the game win, you know? But I mean, that was better than us. We were going to have to drive. We were already planning to drive a different truck there to do that mission anyway, so I feel like we still got some kind of benefit out of that truck being nearby. Petrol plus 20 struggle equals key. Yeah. Well, this game teaches you a lot about yourself, you know? Life is struggle. Life is pain. Life is driving at full speed on an icy road. Although given this truck's like proclivity to run out of petrol, we might still run out of petrol before. Are you for real? Who? Who? What? Who? Just random damage, go. Random bullshit, go. I feel like we're on the verge of having to blow my nose again. There's been a couple of hours that I haven't needed to blow my nose because for lunch we went and got sushi and I put like an ungodly amount of wasabi on it to try and clear my sinuses out, to try and get over the tail of this cold. And like for a good couple of hours, my sinuses were clean as a fresh pipe. But now, I can feel it starting to come back. So, more wasabi, I guess. But yeah, that sushi roll was spicy AF. A little bit got them like directly on my tongue, and it genuinely felt like I'd like burnt my tongue. Like not like spicy burnt, like burnt. I put a lot of wasabi in there. I love wasabi though, so good. Japanese food is like seriously. It's so the accessibility of a lot of Japanese food is not very good, but it's like some of the best shit you've ever eaten. You know? I wonder if this is gonna work. Surely. You want squid. Let's see how this one goes. The engine's been on the whole time. Let's put this in low. Probably a good thing that that rolled down the hill a little bit just then, because it actually got us out from behind that log. But sadly, we're not allowed to buy livestock, fish, or animals at market anymore. Is that like an EU thing? When dead too long, yeah. Tell you what. Salt and pepper squid. That's some real shit. Salt and pepper squid is the best. More Dutch thing, I think. Okay. I reckon we need to get maybe a little tad closer to this thing. No. Okay. Squid on a stick above a simple fire. Right. Don't think I've ever had that. Okay. Same with lobster and crab. Cook them alive. Tastes so much better. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of lobster and crab. Like, crab's okay, but I've never really loved lobster. I understand that makes me like a massive weirdo. But people really genuinely like that because whenever you have lobster, I don't eat my fill of it. So people are generally pretty happy with that. They like that I don't like lobster because they're like, I'll have yours, you know? Do you reckon it'll let me attach here? Yeah, it does. Sweet. Yeah, like that's what they think. Alright, let's put this in. I'm starting to get the feeling either I'm doing this wrong or we're not supposed to go out this way. Maybe we are supposed to go out here because this is... I mean, if this truck can't pull this out, I don't think any of my other trucks will be able to pull this out. It's more a chained wheel thing. Well, I was just driving into a tree and realize it. Let's go out. Let's try, because obviously we're team no chains, right? And I'm not really married to that. It's more of a bit now than anything. So let's see if we can take this out the other way. We're going to have to try and turn it around a little bit first, but... I just don't know how deep that water is, right? And we've only got half a few tank of fuel left too. Which is not ideal. But I mean, it doesn't look that deep, right? Probably should have done this to begin with, but... Okay, so apparently we're not far enough around the front of the truck. We can pull the side? No. Can't even pull the side. What about this? Will you let me do this? Because, like, once we get it up onto the road, the petrol station is very, very close, so... Because basically, as soon as there's no guardrail there, you can probably make a run for it up the hill. What do we reckon? Ooh, out of fuel's not good. Can we distribute fuel? We can, okay. Set the goddamn thing behind. Come on. We'll drink. Question is, can we make it to the petrol station in 37 liters? I think we probably... Let's be safe about this, alright? Let's go refuel and we'll come back. Because I reckon we're going to run out if we try and do this. We might still run out, to be honest. Petrol station is not, like, close. Especially when we do shit like that. Are we gonna make it? 20 liters, surely. You start spluttering at like 10? Okay. Whew. Okay. And we can give some petrol to the other truck too. That should make it a little bit easier to get out. We got this. We got it. I mean, I would have felt a little more satisfied if we had got it out the, like, hill, but, you know, whatever. A win's a win. We've still got a decent amount of time. We've done all the tasks. Well, we will once we've finished this. Ah, we've driven past it, haven't we? Ah, no. Nope. Thought we had. Of course, there it is there on the little symbol. I'm going to pretend like I meant to do that sick slide too, by the way. We all know I didn't, but I'm going to pretend like I meant that. Alright, let's refuel. Put 90 liters, Jesus. That should be alright though. Turn on. I wonder if this will reach that far. Ah. I think that's probably enough, right? Although the fact that it's not moving is concerning me. Maybe if we pull it from a decent, like a different angle. It might be fine. Might come out. Really? You're going to do me like this? And it's too far. Okay. Man, this has been a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. What's the problem here? I don't understand what it's stuck on. Unless it's like... Or maybe it's because there's just no grip on this road. By getting on the snow a little bit. I'll do it. I don't know why. I don't know why you can't just cooperate. There we go. All right, we're out. We're good. It's got cool sounding brakes. Sounds like a Velociraptor. There you go. The Dairy Velociraptor. No sound. Weird. So we'll stop in and get some more petrol. And we should be all good. Need to turn this engine back on. Go. I suppose we'll just start doing the contests on this map, I guess. Work our way backwards. I mean, we're here. We may as well. I'm just constantly destroying this truck from rear-ending myself. Dairy Longhorn. Great, I thought it'd be easier to get some help here than to pass it up the chain and wait for another truck to arrive. Not to mention the paperwork. Thanks for help. Wow. So we'll recover this. Local map. It's completely busted. Customizations do we have? Oh yeah, okay. For a gearbox, stock. Interesting choice. There's no UODs, right? And there's no... Oh, we got OHDs. Okay. I think OHD 1s are the best. So they're obviously not the best ones, right? Because they're OHD 2s. So they're slightly worse in mud. And then I'm assuming the chained 1.3 in mud. So it loses a fair bit of mud by putting chains on them, but it's fine. And it's heavy, 22,000. Holy shit. Spare wheels. I mean, that looks really cool, right? That's stock. That one looks cool. And we can go low and high saddle. Right. So it can do trailers and it can do semis. Okay. All right, doesn't matter. So we're now doing the 3 weather monitoring stations in the air. We can't get any remote readings from them. We should, in theory, be able to get some readings if you can take a service trailer to them. Right. In 7 minutes. So this is going to be like an ag situation, right? Because it's not going to run out of petrol in 7 minutes, and it's going to be the best at getting this trailer to all of them. So I think we're probably going to go here along the road up, and then just up here. 7 minutes. That feels pretty rough. Oh, give it a go. Hey. What's the best way to get there? Yeah, follow the left road. I guess we'll stop in and repair ourselves. No truck change, no recovery, no garage. Yeah, that's fine. We can manage that. We stop in repair. Good thing there's that scout fuel trailer too. So we can, once we get there, we can refuel. We can do it with a full tank, which will be helpful, I reckon. I guess we're going back. Yikes. Okay. Good thing we didn't get very far, right? I feel like a little part of my brain is like switched off because I feel like we've basically finished these maps, and so I probably shouldn't be switching my brain off, right? At least not driving along these slippery, goddamn asphalt roads. Almost did again. Fine. Fine, we're all good. We're all good. Where do we need to turn up? We need to go up here and then up there. Just so we don't miss our turn off. By the time we get there, it'll be nice and daytime-ish, which will be pretty helpful, I think. Daytime-ish is the technical term, of course. I need to fix my posture a little bit here, because Jesus. Sitting like a chimp. So, I guess it really comes down to a question of, is it going to be easy to turn around up here or up here? Should be able to see. where we need to go. That building's in the way. Looks like it's up there. What we might do is drive to this one, drive to that one, and then just drive. But there really isn't a good option with either of these, is there? Let's try this one first. Like, as in, like, this is the second point to turn around. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay. I mean, there's enough petrol here for us to try it a couple of times, right? Yeah, we've got a couple attempts with the fuel carrier that's here. And if we really need to, we can go get this one as well. But I think... Actually, no, we're doing one attempt each. I remember we've already discussed this. Oh, okay. We need to situate ourselves in such a way that we can accept and immediately attach the trailer. I reckon... we can do it beforehand. So this is not this is not a service trailer you can drive off with and sell. Okay, 7 minutes. Okay. Let's go. Of course it detached. Good start, good start. Good start. Seven minutes, you say? Maybe we should head for down here. Seven minutes. There must be something we've missed here. Like... Unless, like, the next two are incredibly easy. Which I really doubt. Given where they are. Oh god, there's no way out. There must be just like a better path for that, especially that first one. We must have just gone in a... There must be some really good path that it's just not obvious, right? like a minute over. A little bit more. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely the last point you should be going to. Like a minute 30. Yeah, I reckon it's that first point you need to do. There must be some path you can make that's better to get through there. I got bronze by 2 seconds. It's good to hear they're still intact. With that data, we should be able to get some predictions for the upcoming week. We appreciate if you'd be able to help us out again in the future. Yeah, probably. We get already bought bits. Yeah, I'm not sure. I reckon maybe there's like these little grey patches usually mean there's some decent traction, so maybe you're like supposed to come in here. I don't know. Seems pretty hard. Oh, the trailer didn't disappear, but oh, okay. Guess that is a service trailer we can take with us. Come on. God damn it. Do you reckon if we detach this, it might roll? Back on its tires. I mean, it's still sliding. Oh, come on. Hey, well, we need a scout to come in. Although we can probably just carry that normally. Well, we're done here then. We're just going to leave that where it is. We've done Pedro Bay. Done White Valley. Now to Mountain River, which there's 2. This is going to be fun. 2 2 minutes to get up and back. Surely this is not I mean, it's pretty thin, but surely this is a scout mission, I guess. And river contest. 3 minutes. I reckon this is just like... You know what? This might be good for it. Because it's pretty thin. Like, it's not very wide. It's pretty grunty. Might go flip that ank over too while we're here. Just swing by. About an hour. I reckon we can do all these contests in an hour. So once we've done these two at Mountain River, there's like 5 in Northport we have to do, which we can just zoom around. Yes. 12 minutes to do each one. Possible. So we'll stop by. We'll turn this ank over. Oh shit, you know what we've also got to do? God, we've got to 9 hours. We got to reset the timer. As much as I don't want to admit it, that's definitely an incident. That it almost rolled back onto its wheels again, in which it would have been fine. But, yeah, that is an incident 101. Where's this road? I think it's the one... I think it's here, yeah. Yeah, I can see the truck up on the hill. Try and get this trailer in a better spot too. Give it a little bit more fuel. Try and get this out from behind. That tree. So it's a little bit easier to tow out. Ah, that's not good. Okay, that's fine. The other one can fix that with time. Let's refuel. Let's get out of here. So yeah, getting up and down this hill, the only real issue, I think this thing could probably do it in that amount of time. The issue is going to be the rolling, you know? Trying to go up that hill at an extreme speed. And you know, you think going up and down that road, the weight would be heavily like 75-25 to weighted in the going up direction, because obviously on the way down we've just got gravity, right? We can basically just throw the truck down the hill and it will just roll most of the way. So I guess this would probably be a good opportunity to like test what going down this hill looks like in this truck too. Seeing as we're up here and we're gonna have to do it. What's here? Okay, we went way too early. Trying to be a smartass then and cut off the corner, but we went a little too early. Yeah, so I think getting down will take all of 15 seconds. I feel like the route we came down just then is pretty much the route we're going to want to go up. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Okay. Ready. Good start. To say, we've just got to get this turned around without rolling it. Or we just reverse all the way down. "20 seconds. Eight seconds. How'd you do that? Man, that was fast. Can't believe you took my title. Don't get cocky, I intend to win it back. Ridiculous. Alright, well let's refuel up and we'll do the second contest. That is actually ridiculous. So we just got to drive down the river to all the crates. Okay. I think in this truck, although considering how we got stuck yesterday in this river, it might not be as easy as it looks. Whereas it's downriver a fair bit. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I guess we should try and stick mostly to the side of the river, but I've got 3 minutes 20. It's in first person. Okay. That does make it a little bit harder. Well, we've lost a tyre, so good start. Good start. That was so lucky. That was so lucky. I'm guessing the idea is most people do this with a scout and it would be much more difficult, but... Thank you. I've got a lot of responsibilities, almost no resources. You've really made a difference. You are welcome. The truck is buggered, but this wheel is flat, but we're done now. I think we can actually just recover back to... Yeah, we're 75, so we've got... What, unless there's 6... So we're missing 2 tasks. Okay. Either way. Ah, well, there's one here we didn't do. Okay, well, that's a semi. Well, that may... Actually, while we're here. Boy, do I have a truck to test this on. See what all this hype is about. Wait, hang on. Need to put a low saddle on this before we just drive off. So we just need to go up here. And this is a big old bog spot, so this is going to be interesting. So I wonder what else we've missed. Because we've been clearly looking at the wrong menu. So if we go here, right, there's none left. There certainly is still tasks. Let's have a quick look around. Ah, that must be the other one. Okay, well, the dairy's not here anymore. Okay, what is here? Ah, the P16. We can just do that. That's fun. I can pull a truck out. Oh, 370 liters. Yes, please. So we've got to get in here. I wonder what the best way is going to be. Well, this is not a good start. It's not a good first impression, Derry. I'm going to be honest. Not instilling me with confidence. Could be just that stupid log, though. How do we get over there? Guessing we just go straight across, right? Because this is all rocks by the look of it. Yeah, we're not doing any turning here. It's going well. It's going well. Rewards. Some kind of... yeah. I think I would try to tap into our pipeline again. Security is already on the case, but I doubt they'll find too much. They said... That said, they did leave their unmarked trailer behind. Could you tow it for us? Yeah. Yeah. Sure can, bud. Sure can, bud. I also just don't know how tippy this truck is, so... Okay. Okay. It's like we're out. I think we just have to drive this over here, right? The drop-off point's at this house. Yeah, there it is. I was like, oh god, there's no drop-off point. Please tell me I haven't driven in the completely wrong direction. It's alright, it's the wrong house. It was just the wrong house. Trailer's pretty unremarkable. No VIN number, no nothing. Only way to we'll catch these thieves is red-handed. I don't have manpower to police the whole pipeline. Okay. Mountain River. Let's go. Let's go get this guy. So we'll stop and get petrol. And then there's a road. It's not on the map, but there's a road up here that we can take. And then we've just got 4 contacts left. Hey, no worries. Thanks for sticking around, Pharaoh. I appreciate it. Oh, I will. Don't worry. It's Friday night here, and Friday night is burger night for us, so I'll have a good meal. Don't you worry. It's like cheat night. We're gonna have a good time. But have a good weekend. All right. We're just going to fuel up. Hey, you too, man. Be safe. We're just going to make sure we don't take the wrong turn here. I think it's just before this place, so... In fact, I think this is it right here. Now, I haven't scouted out this road, so I have no idea how, like, treacherous it might be, but it kind of seems okay. So I imagine the P16 will be okay to get up here. I mean, it's the only truck in this region, so it's gonna have to. Just gonna have to deal with it. Okay. That might be a bit interesting trying to get out, but... I think we should be okay. Nothing here looks too dangerous. Hi, I'm Bennett from Alaska Silver Extraction. The service tray on our convoy is stuck in some deep mud. We're in dire need of help to get it unstuck. We're happy to pay the going rate. So, do you reckon we can just take it out here, or should we drag it all the way out here? Let's try and go. I don't. This is like a massive risk, but because I don't know if we can actually go back out this way, but kind of looks like we can. And it kind of looks like it's going to be much easier than going back out the way we came in. Yeah, much easier. I wonder if we get this truck? Nah, just money. Okay. Would have been nice getting another new truck. 2 in one night. But alas. Have to accept the one free truck. Okay, this is where we're taking it, right? We certainly lucked out when we met you. Thanks for getting us back on the road. No problems, man. So we'll probably leave this here. So we can take that to the trailer store when it's trailer selling time. Cool. We need to go here. Actually, I was going to say, because we need to retain this and take it back, we should probably figure out what we actually need here first. So these contests, actually, before we do that. So yeah, there's 4 missions left. And there's 4 contests. We got everything. So reach points. In 8 minutes. This must be really difficult. Especially if you're starting from here. Okay. So that's basically going to be a scout mission, right? Maybe. So 1 service spare part. Yeah, so 7 minutes to get 1 from here to there. That's just a flatbed. It's pretty easy. Another one of these. And another one of these. Okay. Doesn't say there's any like first person restrictions or anything on any of these. So I wonder whether we should be doing these with a scout or with a truck. I assume like a decent, like, yeah, doing these with the scouts kind of sounds like a bad idea. So we already retained the dairy. So, and the dairy can be the one that does the service parts too. Not the dairy, God, the MK38, the Ank. So we've got to go there, get the service part, drop it back. Okay. And then these are just all over the map. Okay. We got like 25 minutes, so we can do at least one of them, maybe two of them. Be a wild fun race car drive on this frozen roads. 7 minutes. Oh, that's pretty doable, I think. Like maybe I'm missing something, but 3.5 minutes there, 3.5 minutes back. It's pretty doable, I think. As long as I can keep it on the road, right? Why do I remember that? Why do I feel like this trailer had something to do with it? What is that? Maybe you're supposed to go up there, get that, and bring it down, instead of driving all the way here to get it. Consumables loading zone. Weird, huh? Anywho. We're just going to do it via the road. That seems like a much faster way to do it. And then I think we probably have time to maybe try and squeeze 2 of them in, but we might just do this one and then stop. We'll do the rest of them next week. And then we can go into the next map nice and fresh. Or I might just do them over the weekend, I don't know. Wait, where do you accept this from? Ah, right. You accept it from up here. Okay. Alright. That does make a bit more sense, I guess. We need to go up here. I think with a decent truck, this shouldn't be too hard, right? I think because it's a scout trailer, like, maybe you're supposed to do this with a scout, but it doesn't say recommended vehicle scout. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. If we get up there and we can't attach, because I'm assuming us winching it in there won't count. But I guess we can try. Probably does explain why it takes 7 minutes. Because getting a scout through here with a trailer would be like a real thing. But I mean, we're here with this truck, so we might as well try it with the winch, I guess. You can pick up service spare parts. Ah, so I can just put it in the back of the truck, right? Okay. That makes it a little bit easier. We're gonna have to orient ourselves this way. Maximum 100 damage allowed, that's fine. Just making sure we're going the right way. Yeah, this should be a lot easier than 7 minutes. We'll see how we go, but I think we should be alright. Yeah, it should take us like 3. Unless we just roll this truck going too fast down the hill, which is always possible, I suppose. Squeezy. I'm truly grateful. Kia, I know it's not much, but it's all I can spare. Thanks. That's a fair bit. I've got much less money for much more difficult work, so we'll take that. Okay. So we've basically got these. So I might just do these myself over the weekend because like they're kind of a pain in the ass to do. And then we'll be taking in trailers. So next week we'll sell all the trailers and then we'll start the next map. Which is Tamir. Exciting. New area. I'm excited. Okay, but otherwise, yes, we are going to have a nice Friday night burgers. Friday's our cheat day. Start of the weekend. We have our burgers. It's amazing. And it's time. Because we've got like 17 minutes left and it's not enough to really do anything. Closest one is like there. I mean, at least these are like next to each other. I might just do these over the weekend so they're out of the way. But yes, we've got to go. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it as always. We'll be back on Monday. We drive in trucks. Be kicking ass. But have a good weekend. And stay safe. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.